left them being almost taken by the men in black. There was no choice but to leave.
Okay. That's a bit of an issue. Um, there's a
They
bigger issue,
legitimately
though.
don't know anything, however, so I don't even know anything. I don't know what you told Kim, except for the fact that the Fondi are taking over.
Yeah, there's a bigger issue at the moment. I've I found Kim and Charles.
Are they in the same place?
I love that Doc doesn't know this. I love that.
No, they're somewhere they really shouldn't be.
What else is?
And Casey is kind of looking down at this room and looking very nervous.
I like out of like basically virtually died, but the other two guys, they are in trouble.
Yeah. That's where it was all at.
Hmm.
Are we gonna have to go and save them?
You don't want to go there.
Okay. I don't want to go there.
No. I could go there. But if I go there, I'm probably not going to leave there either. If I mention them, that is. How the hell did they even get there?
Where are they?
They're in Horizon 2.
Do I know what Horizon 2 is, out of
You've
character?
never heard of Horizon 2.
I've never heard of it.
I'm not surprised. It's one of the 5 arcs. It's one of the 5 staging grounds for Reality 2.0. It's an adept stronghold.
Okay.
I'm impressed we ended up there.
Are they being taken in as technocrats?
Well, if they're in Horizon 2, that probably means that they've already encountered Wintermute.
What?
Who is Wintermute?
Wintermute is one of the AI netlords. One of the code pillars of Reality 2.0. Now, I will say this out of character, Doc. Your character would be aware of the term Reality 2.0. The idea is kind of frowned on by the Technocracy now because it came from the Adepts, but the Adepts were already working on it before they left, so the Technocracy is aware of it. And basically, Reality 2.0 is a project by which the Virtual Adepts plan to upgrade the real world into basically a net world. Basically integrate the internet and the real world, the virtual web and the real world, so that anyone can actually do what the Adepts do in the net in the real world. It's the Adept's version of allowing the entire world to ascend, which is part of the crazy talk, which is why they are no longer in the Technocracy. They basically threw off the entire idea of the Technocracy controlling science and came up with this crazy scheme of just giving everyone everything and letting them do what they wanted to do with it.
Information for the man.
Yeah, power to the masses. The ability for anyone to do anything. Turn everyone into a god. Which, you know, is anarchy.
Right.
But they started calling it the lofty goal of Ascension, and that's where a lot of the split happened and why the Adepts left. Or part of it. There was a lot of other stuff as well, but that's what you get told the main reason is, I'll put it that way. You do know from the history that you were given previously, on that disc, on that USB, that's not the whole story. But from what you were told by the Technocracy, that's one of the big reasons.
Got it. So, what do we do now?
Get new friends.
Is that what you said?
I'm not there.
You're just like on the. Yes, you are. You're
You're
there.
there.
Yeah,
You're
but I'm
You're just
paralyzed.
barely,
Yeah,
you're just
I'm
barely
like,
conscious.
Like drooling.
Yeah,
It's just like,
basically.
get new friends.
Like a stroke victim, no friends.
I wouldn't be surprised the way you're feeling right now if you wanted new friends.
Yeah.
Considering it was your friends that got you here.
Yeah. Fuck them both.
You remember I told you that we were doing the same thing as last time, right? Remember? Now you're crippled and paralyzed and you need a new body.
Yep. We'll go get you some centaur parts again.
And I'm fine. Just like last time.
Yeah, of course. He kind of sits there a few minutes and he says, look, I'm really not sure how to get them out of there. And I take it Kim never delivered the message.
Nope.
He was supposed to be arranging peace talks.
Maybe. Not sure if I agree with that one, Casey.
Yeah. I
What's
think,
the opposite of a peace talk? Because that's exactly
Is
what
that
Kim
what he was
fucking
supposed to do?
did.
yeah.
I
Kinda.
just say, is that what he was supposed to do? Really? He didn't do that. He didn't tell any of us anything, except for Seeger.
We have information about the Nefandi. They've infiltrated your organization.
I know that now.
I've managed to convince a number of the higher-ups among the Adepts to share that information in exchange for an armistice. In exchange for them just leaving us alone.
It looks like that's not going to happen. No.
I would kind of like. We need to talk to. What's his name? Big guy. Top chef. You can fix this. Oh.
Need to talk to Gordon Ramsay immediately.
Did he just say he wants to talk to a chef?
No, the chief. The NVO 00004. That guy. We need to talk to him. He can fix this, I'm sure.
There was a man who under number 4, NWO number 4, assigned us.
Come
Yes.
on, JB. That's not true. The thing is, he invested me the same second I went out of the portal.
And you could have said, "Hey, guy, don't do that because then blah 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 blah," and I would have been like, "Oh,
That's
Okay.
a good point, blah blah blah.
Oh, you wouldn't.
what do you mean? No, I wouldn't. Fuck you."
Wow, seriously, I did really for myself roll a d2 to see what team would have done because I
Okay.
was unsure
All right.
myself.
Okay.
Fair.
Anyway. Let's get back
That's-
to
Yeah,
let's
back
get
back to
back to
the clusterfuck.
So what I was saying was, what was I saying? I can't remember now. Thank you, Kim.
Something about
Oh my God.
04, putting you
Also,
together.
sorry.
You were explaining
yeah.
who the
Number
NW4 was. Yeah.
number 4, NWO 4, brought us all together as a squad. And usually in the Technocracy that doesn't happen because, you know, we all knew each other.
Yeah. Little bit of a confession.
No.
I might
Casey.
have managed to hack a few servers.
No.
So you are number 4.
I saw this coming a mile away.
I
did as well.
I was hoping that if I could get all of you together, then it might increase the chances of this going smoothly. That seems to have backfired.
You messed it up. Oh, the dog is he's going crazy now.
Yeah, Jamie has gone crazy now.
The dog is like, what? What's going on?
Why am I enjoying this so much?
You're
good?
muted.
You good now, Jamie? Okay, good.
Fuck.
You're still on your way to room 101, but you know.
Fuck.
I just say,
I said fuck.
that's that plan gone.
Oh.
I love you, Jamie.
Why?
I think the best idea in that case is saying fuck to the Technocracy.
Fuck.
We can never go back there, not with the Nefandi. They've outed us as the reality deviants.
Isn't there some way we can prove our innocence? I mean, is there some way we can prove our innocence?
Well, if
No.
you can implicate the director as Nefandi, then
Well, he isn't a Nefandi, he's working for the Nefandi.
Or he's just stupid. One of the two.
I'm pretty sure he's working for the Nefandi.
I'm pretty sure too. He doesn't seem stupid, but looks can deceive. I mean, look at Kim.
That's true. It's very true. I will take your evidence and think about that.
you're going to have to go back at some point. I mean,
Time?
you can't just
Yes.
leave Jamie and Taylor there.
Oh. Didn't they send a message about the director?
The best part is I actually wanted this clusterfuck. That's what I love about it.
Okay, let's think this through.
Okay.
Your local director is at odds. Either a Nefandi working with a Nefandi or part of some splinter group. He has two of our friends,
Mm-hmm.
assuming that he's taking them to whatever your conditioning chambers are.
Yeah, it's a white room. Or red room, depending on who you ask.
The two of you are here with me, and the others are with Wintermute.
Can someone explain what this winter mute thing is? And why it's so bad? I understand that it's part of reality 2 point whatever. But, I mean, it's just a program, right? Just hack the program.
It's one of the god AIs of the net. They are artificial intelligences that have grown through technology and magic to a point of sentience and
Why would the virtual adepts want that to be melded into reality? That's ridiculous.
Yeah, I mean, that's why they're stupid.
the Guardians aren't part of Reality 2.0. They're part of building Reality 2.0. The computations, the coding became so complex that we couldn't do it without AIs.
It's like you've never seen the Terminator. It's so
they're
stupid.
the builders, and you're basically telling the builders what to do.
We're the designers and they're the constructors, yes. But some of the AIs have grown beyond their original programming. That's what Wintermute is.
Okay, good. Yes, if it's AI wannabe god, then can't we just, bargain with it?
I'm sure we could if we had something to offer it.
What does it want? You know this thing far better than I. I mean, I could... Pac-Man? Does it like Pac-Man? Think of it games.
Most AIs want a presence in reality.
That's not
We could
happening.
build it a body.
I would like to point out I have cybernetics that it could inhabit.
No.
Yeah.
Taylor,
I
are
absolutely
you
do.
offering?
No.
No, I'm just saying if it wanted to, it could probably fairly easily take it.
No.
I'm just saying.
Look, it
It's there.
seems...
So does Kim.
I say
Kim also has them.
we can always build it a body using our powers together.
That seems like a dangerous idea. We are not
Please.
supposed... Those things should not exist in our world, so
The
we should
amount-
really build it.
The amount of power they have in the web, it's concerning to what they would do. It's concerning to think of what they may do outside of the web.
Could
Right.
we maybe just talk with it without actually going there?
Horizon 2 is a sealed system. That's why I can't figure out how they got in.
Jesus Christ.
It's
So,
Someone must have opened it for them.
or something has gone very, very wrong.
Casey, considering we've been to the headquarters several times now,
hmm
and we both me and Doc have some grasp of what kind of security measures those places have. On a scale from 1 to impossible, how impossible is it to actually break into one of these places?
Breaking into one of these places,
In and out, I should say. In and out.
Oh, okay, that makes it
Like the
harder.
hamburger.
Yeah, I was gonna say getting in is no problem. Getting in and then back out again in one piece becomes a problem.
But, okay, why it's easy to get in, if we start there?
Well, it's easy enough to get in because you understand the security procedures well enough that you can probably bullshit your way past the initial guards.
Mm-hmm.
And they're not normally... because of the fact that they are hidden away in a Horizon realm, and only people with technocratic credentials can access that, they're usually not concerned about people getting in. So if anything, they're probably a bit lax. But once an alarm is triggered, the number of people on site and the number of pieces of technology on site mean that once an alarm is triggered, it gets exponentially harder.
So, basically, but we could maybe... Okay, how about this? Like, in character then. So, a plan would be... Basically, we have to weigh if it's easier to rescue Siga and Kim from a cyber guard, or if it's to break out Jamie and Tay without a good way of escaping, like we just did with Siga. I would guess it's easier to get Kim and Siga and then break into the place, and then with the help of these, all of us together, we can actually break them out. I think we need to do this in force because there are going to be a lot of people, a lot of men in black.
Well, I don't think so. I think the best idea is to get Jamie and Taylor first. And
You
then,
think?
yes, and then we can try and deal with Kim and Seeger.
I mean, again, I don't know how difficult it is to talk to a cyber guard, but I know that it's pretty damn impossible to fucking break
gonna be very
into
hard
a
to
Think of it
headquarters
this way.
of
Think of it this
Manhattan
way.
branch.
Think of it this way. You talk to an ant. That's how he sees us in his realm. That's how gods work.
Well, in that
What
case,
does an ant give you? Nothing.
He's a god. I'm a god of bullshitter. I make
Yeah.
myself appear like I'm the
in
god of
that
ants.
case, maybe he doesn't care if an ant escapes his realm. In that case,
Let me
not
ask-
if the ants. Not if he's playing with them with a giant magnifying glass.
Let me ask you this.
hmm
Other than the director,
We don't know if any of them
Yeah.
are.
no idea. I mean, because if the director say that we are the reality deviants, the Men in Black wouldn't stop to check. So, I guess we are branded as traitors right now until we can prove him wrong. And I don't know how to prove him wrong because he has all the cards right now. I really want my job back.
can't understand why you want to hang out with those people, but
I mean, look at this place. It's fucking insane. Why would you want to be here? Fuck me.
why wouldn't you want to be here? I can have anything I want in a moment.
Have some water.
He picks up his phone, taps a couple things, and you watch as a case of water appears on the table next to him. He just grabs one and throws it over to you.
Grab it and drink.
I mean, as long as we don't get hit by another whiteout, this is paradise. At least until Reality 2.0 is ready. Alright.
Let's put a pin in that part and just agree to disagree. But Could we at least decide on if we should get Kim and Tay first, or no, Kim and Seeger first, or Jamie and Tay?
Only save one of each.
Yeah, it's like it's like one of those like RPGs. Like, yeah, you can choose one to live, but the other one will die while you're gone doing that.
Yeah,
And then
that
it's gonna be
works.
a
This is
repercussion for
making
the
me
rest
think
of the game.
Until Dawn now.
Yeah,
But one very specific suit.
yeah. I know what you mean. Like,
Until Dawn. Oh,
I
or
think
just
I
any
wouldn't choose that
Telltale
point, though.
game. You know, like go right or go left. Save him, save her. Like,
I think that
like Hayden or Ashley.
I think that Jamie and Taylor are more pressing.
Okay.
Because if you don't get to them quickly, they may not want you to get to them.
True. In that case, first of all, I'm saying yes, we should really go in there and just. I'm just saying it's not going to look good when we try to argue that we're innocent if we shoot up the entire place. I'm just going to throw that out there. But
Agreed.
I realize that it's necessary.
Wouldn't it be better to prove that the director is at fault?
Go ahead and tell me how, and I'll be happy to try.
You might not like it.
I like none of this, but we're dealing with lesser evils right now, so go ahead.
He grabs the keyboard.
Then he opens the cheat menu. Hits tilde.
Ooh. Close one.
Holy shit.
That's a crit. 3 10s. That's a crit, right?
Yeah.
Shit, I know the system now.
Woo! That was 3 10s. Wow.
Yeah.
Holy shit.
Finally, you rolled well.
Is that
Yeah.
a good thing?
And that works well for you for once.
What?
Yeah.
What is this shit?
He-
Nothing ever works well for us.
He pops a USB out of the computer that he's been working on, and he hands it over to you.
To
You did what?
Me, I'm guessing.
To you, Doc, yeah.
Yeah.
You did
take
what?
it.
This is the evidence you need.
Oh.
The director has been paid almost $13 million from Pentex Corporation in the last 6 months.
Kim like pocket change.
That's not that much, no. He should have made a deal with me. It would have been a lot richer.
Like, why do a deal with the devil when you could do with the Kim?
Yeah.
But
I don't see the difference.
if they were shifting that many resources, then the syndicate would know. Undoubtedly.
So, Doc, how you know more about the hierarchy of the of the New World Order? If we want to go over his head, where do we go? Doc.
I don't know.
Could we?
Out of character, I don't know. In character, do I know?
You would know that in addition to whoever the regional director is, there would be a NWO not necessarily an overseer.
Oh, we should do the men in white, basically.
Basically, yeah, there would be a man in white who's basically, what? Oh, okay, that's the dogs. There would be a man in white who basically is there as a whistleblower, a whistleblowing policy.
Mm.
Who you would be able to funnel information to.
Now,
Cool.
do we know, however, if this person that we're supposed to go talk to, is working for the Nefandi as well? Because that would not be good if that happened.
Well,
Do we have
I mean,
any proof of that?
I would say that it's impossible for us to determine that, but it's our best shot right now.
You guys would know that I found the files, though.
Huh?
You guys would know that I found the files.
Huh?
You're very faint, Kim.
Sorry. You guys would know that I found the files.
Which files?
The one that showed him as squeaky clean, working for the Nefandi, etc.
Well, no, you found that the regional director's files had no evidence of Nefandi in the last year. So you didn't find any files. You found a distinct lack of files.
Yeah. Same thing.
Okay, so if we Doc, if we at least can do some kind of reasonable doubt, then we have much more leeway.
Leeway?
When
Leeway.
talking to the rest. They
All
won't
right.
shoot on sight at least, so that's good.
How do we get you healed up?
Oh, this. Oh, I just walked this off. I don't know. It's hurting everywhere.
Only you had a Jamie.
Yeah, that would be nice, wouldn't it? If she just wouldn't go and get herself captured, then this wouldn't be a problem, now would it?
Kim's fault.
Yeah, if I punched you, you would be dead at this point. So
Please don't.
I'm not going
Like
to.
still laying there. Like,
I'm not going to.
Casey kind of leans over and goes, "Shall we test that?"
No.
no. I can move my jaw, but that's about it. I would bite you.
So I
Hey,
guess I'm the only person that
Doc,
can do
check
this.
this
then.
out. This is amazing.
Oh,
Okay.
And
No.
Casey types in some stuff and holds a tablet over to you, and you get a replay of the light cycle race that Madman was in,
hey,
where
it wasn't
he
me.
started out the race
Oh,
by flying
so
out
shame.
the chute and immediately shooting his own car.
I wanted to give them leeway, a handicap. I wanted to give them a handicap. That's all.
Why would you shoot your own car?
I had a plan.
He got into the light cycle, right? He checked it, and obviously it's sealed, right?
Mhm.
The windows don't open; it's sealed. So he figured what he would do is shoot the window out, so that he could shoot the other cars.
Makes perfect sense.
But with
Makes
it
perfect
with it
sense.
being a digital vehicle, he shot the window out. The car registered the damage being done, and then re-resed the window back into place.
That game was bullshit. I tell you, it's rigged. It's rigged. Now,
Yeah.
could you please just do some? I don't know. If this is the digital web, just give me like one of those health potions or something from Skyrim, or a health pack from Doom. That would also work. Oh, give me the BF key. But first, health.
It'd be a band-aid. Panadol.
Yes.
He taps a few buttons on a screen, and except for your eyes, Madman, you are basically covered head to toe in little, like, Spider-Man band-aids.
Okay, I was going for Hello Kitty, but sure, Spider-Man.
My granddaughter likes Spider-Man band-aids, so that's the one you get.
Yes, good taste.
You get back 1 health level.
So I'm no longer crippled. I'm just mauled.
Yes, exactly.
That sounds so much better.
So yeah, he kind of sits up, throws up some blood. I'm feeling
No, I'm
soupy,
just
guys.
imagining.
Top notch. Yeah, top notch. I'm just gonna.
All right, buddy.
I'm gonna sit on the floor though. It's a very nice floor.
All right.
As he coughs up some of the blood, there are like flecks of neon green in it.
Okay, I didn't eat that.
He was in the green car in the light cycle race.
Oh, okay.
Oh.
Got it. Got it.
Okay, so I did eat that.
Man, that's so cool. I got a fucking pinball machine. You got a fucking light savings. I would have done. Awesome.
I got arrested. It
Hey.
was awesome.
Hey! At least you didn't end up in the fucking deep web reality alter fucking.
I don't like.
Hey, you
I'll say
guys
this
went
once-
what 4 places?
Just cause he's.
Yeah, each time they wanted to go to a new place, Sigurd just butchered the roll, so they ended up in an entire new place.
Yeah, Seeger botched 2 different portal checks.
Wow.
Yeah.
At one point, they were just flashing back for Doc since he missed it. They appeared on the floor, right next to 2 neon green werewolves that were sat on a couch discussing what they were going to have for dinner.
Wow.
Yeah. They had an interesting trip.
To put it mildly.
Interesting. Very interesting. Anyway. So I say, all right. Best thing we can do now is
Get back to the real world, where
get back
everything
to
makes
the real
sense.
world.
Yes.
Get back to the real world and find the man in white.
Yes. Well, a man in white. It's not.
The man in white.
It's
The
like-
man in white that we want.
Yeah, it's like one particular. Would I know, considering I'm in that branch, like which the procedure to do this?
Yeah, you would know a procedure to
Okay.
get in touch. Yeah.
So, Casey, how about this? We go back to the real world. I'm hoping you know where the exit is, because I don't know where that is. And then you can maybe set up a secure transmission to insert person name and way of communication. Lore dump.
So
Lord,
Lord says, you're telling Casey that information.
Yeah.
You're-
Hang on.
Yes.
Seeger said I shouldn't. No. Okay. So
What? What? I said yes.
yes, I know. And I'm currently going with the strategy, don't do what Seeger says. So I will not.
I mean, just to confirm,
Yeah.
in character,
Yeah.
you're going to give the direct, secure contact information
I will not. I will
for
not.
a
I'm saying-
high-ranking man in white.
I will not.
To
I will
a
not.
to a reality deviant.
I will not. I'm not.
Okay.
Not doing that.
I
I'm
like
saying I'm going to contact them, but I'm not going to give them the information.
So you
I
don't
do
want him
like-
to set up a secure transmission for you.
I do not. I'm
But
going
I like that
unsecure, raw.
Okay.
I'm going in raw. Help me.
I like that
Bite the
plan.
pillow. I'm going in raw.
That's what he said.
I think you already did that to Seeger. I heard through that door.
Okay. Yeah.
I was waiting for Dot to go.
Because otherwise we will have to explain why we gave that information to
There it is.
him. And would that really prove that we are innocent? I think not. So we're not doing that.
All right.
Try to trick me, Casey. I know you.
No, actually, I offered you that lifeline there.
Yeah, I'm not. I'm secure. Or I'm guessing that the line is secure, considering that's the point of it.
Probably. Yeah.
I'm hoping. I'm assuming. An assumption that's the mother of all fuck-ups. So,
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
All right. And with that, a door. He presses a few buttons, and a door appears. And he says, "I don't necessarily know how secure your construct will be at this point. But once you've given them the data, it should clear things up. Just, don't mention me again.
Oh, I promise. Won't happen again. It's... I mean, I can't promise for Kim. You should have a talk with Kim and about boundaries.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Okay. Do you guys head out through the door?
Yep.
Okay.
I head out.
You head out. As you head out through the door, we're going to cut back to Jamie and Taylor.
Do this.
As the two of you are still being carried down the hallway towards room 101. Jamie, you are still numb. Taylor, you are not. They didn't drug you
Mm-hmm.
because you didn't kick one of them and break his knee.
Do I have any inkling where I am? Just like that I'm in a place that is very connected to the web.
Well, you're currently still within the office, the head office. Or sorry, the
Oh,
regional
we're on our
office.
way to being dragged in there.
Yeah, you're being dragged through the head office to room 101.
Mm. I mean, I have no idea where they're taking me, so...
Well, the director said, take them to room
Oh.
101 for interrogation.
Do I know what that is? Being
Yes,
iteration.
you would know what room 101 is, yes.
So, okay, so... I imagine that sends off a
Um,
lot of bad thoughts.
Oh, yeah. Room 101 is not a happy place. They usually send you there... Well, they usually send reality deviants and things there to interrogate them and then purge their minds. It can also
Yeah.
be used on technocracy agents to reinforce loyalty. Or to edit memory.
Huh, joke's on them, my memory's already been edited.
They're going to remove us from your memory.
Yeah, no, I don't like that purge my mind part.
Yeah.
Good. Can I start backing up memories?
Yeah, you can certainly try.
I think I'm going to try to do that, if possible, to some cloud service. I don't know, some weird mumbo jumbo.
Okay. Are you doing this just with your implants, or are you going to try to use some kind of magic with it?
What magic would go with it?
Correspondence.
I don't have correspondence.
You would need mind and correspondence.
Okay, yeah, no magic.
Okay.
I don't have either.
Ah, well,
So-
that solves that. In that case, it's going to be an intelligence computers roll.
Hey. I'm also going to spend the willpower on this. DP mod,
0,
difficulty,
6.
3.
Nice. Okay.
I still have 3 willpower too. So, eating through them.
Yeah, well, that's part of it. The two of you arrive in room 101. Separate room 101s.
Mm-hmm.
They do separate the two of you.
I imagine so.
And you are each strapped down to a table. Bright lights are above you, shining into your eyes. You don't see anything but whiteness.
Mm-hmm.
And then a voice. A very monotone, flat, almost robotic voice starts to ask you questions. Starts out simple, your name, your rank, where you're from, who the last person you spoke to was. And then odder questions start to creep in. And each of you give me a intelligence and subterfuge.
Okay, that shouldn't be too bad for me.
GP?
0,
DC?
7.
Ooh. 2.
Nah, none.
But you didn't botch.
True. Taylor, you fairly quickly begin to realize that what they're doing is they're trying to put you mentally off guard.
Mm-hmm.
They'll ask you something like, "What's your favorite kind of pizza?" And then
Don't like
immediately ask you, "Have you ever spoken to?"
Yeah, this is a common police investigator tactic
Yeah.
as well.
Ask a
They ask
completely
you a bunch of
innocent,
mundane stuff.
and then throw in something that's not so mundane, and bounce between the two of them to keep you off guard.
I'm glad I watch a lot of crime shows now.
Jamie, you don't realize what they're doing as they're asking these questions. You don't
They're
pick
just
up on the
asking
patterns.
food
of it.
questions.
Yeah, they're
Weird.
just asking a lot of questions. And then each of you give me a wits and survival. Do either of you have any dots in mind?
Yeah.
You can add your dots in mind as well.
I don't have any dots in mind.
Then you can't add any dots.
So, with survival...
But what if he asks very nicely?
No.
What if I spend 3 willpower? No.
You can spend a willpower if you'd like.
I think I
What's
am.
the DC?
The DC is 7.
Just make the roll.
Come on, you got this, Jamie.
No.
Is that a
I
crit?
could've-
10,
Yeah.
10, 10.
I got a 1 because I did burn a willpower.
That's Jamie just crit.
Very nice.
See, you got this, Jamie. You got this.
Oh no, 3 10s, but also a 1.
Hey, don't ignore the one. Just pretend there's a 0 after it.
Yeah, no, it doesn't work quite like that. It's still a hell of a roll, though.
Yeah.
Jamie, you managed to basically avoid giving them any answers to anything that might be problematic. Taylor,
Have you
you're
ever-
not sure, but they seem happy with something that they've asked you.
Which, to be fair, I forgot a lot of it. So, so even if they asked me something I answered, I don't know if it was relevant.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And sometimes saying you don't know something is actually relevant itself.
Yeah. Maybe they won't completely purge my brain. I would rather them not to. I like my memories. That's why I backed them up.
Yeah, the two of you, which, by the way, as soon as you entered this room, your exterior connections severed completely.
Oh, I bet that feels weird.
Yeah, having that data line and then not having it is
Well, having it for the equivalent of 5 years and then suddenly it's gone.
yeah,
That's gonna feel weird.
it's disconcerting.
That
And-
actually technically means I lose my focus for my time. 'Cause that was based on online connection.
Yep, so that's gone at the moment as well. And actually, what you find as well, Taylor, is you start to realize that the connection is gone, but then every once in a while, as they're firing questions at you, you get a question through the data line. So it'll be a voice asking you a question, a voice asking you a question, and then a text question will pop through.
Oh, I see what they're doing.
They're attacking.
Since it didn't work before, now they're coming at me in a different direction.
Yeah, and they're mixing up how they're asking the questions. Different voices asking different questions. Voices in the room, voices through your data lines. Yeah, continually asking different questions in different ways. And this continues for the two of you for a few hours of just constant
Questions.
question, question. And it almost seems robotic in the way that the questions are being asked. After a while, you start to realize that if you don't answer a question, if you pause, after 5 seconds of silence, the question is asked again. And if you still don't answer, the same question is asked again. Every 5 seconds until you answer it. If you answer a question, 5 seconds passes and another question is asked. And it is constant. Just question, question, question. For
I'm
hours.
extremely stubborn. I just wouldn't answer.
And if you continue to not answer for a long period of time, then you start getting things like the questions start getting asked at much higher volumes, or you start getting kind of sonic alarms or chimes or things going off in the room, up until the point that it gets physically uncomfortable. At one point, you're fairly certain that your ears are starting to bleed. And that will continue getting louder and louder and louder until you do finally answer that question. And then it will step back down to the normal volume again.
I've seen this in a movie somewhere.
So it is a very unpleasant situation.
Oh, unpleasant. Sounds very nice. A
Jokes on them,
holiday.
I have
They get to
tinnitus.
lay down. Just,
Jokes on them, I have
White
tinnitus.
lie.
I always hear
Yeah.
things ringing.
yeah, you have a nice conversation with someone. That's, they ask personal questions, just like give and take. It's very fun.
Yeah, of course, yeah.
Yeah.
Charles, are you
How
there?
you doing? Favorite pizza?
Yes, I am.
Okay. We're going to leave the two of you on the torture chamber. I mean, interrogation chamber. And we're going to cut back now to Charles and Kim.
Oh, we're so fucked.
Standing there in the presence of Wintermute. And, yeah, what... this face is basically staring down at you.
I have no fucking idea what to do. I'm seriously just standing there thinking,
So-
Seeger knows more about this than I do. That's what I'm
We're-
assuming. Up until
We're
it...
trapped here? Is that right?
Are you asking
Big head man?
Wintermute that?
Yeah.
Departure...
I don't know this is Wintermute yet, so...
Well, no, you saw the ID tag.
Oh, right, okay. That's... Oh, yeah, so I do ask Wintermute that.
Departure is not permissible.
Right. So are you saying that we're not allowed to go, or that we can't go?
Departure is not permissible.
Like, you can't leave either?
I am all places. Where would I depart?
Not the digital web? There are plenty of other dimensions.
He pauses a moment and he says, "The web is my domain."
Okay, but we're not originally a part of your domain. We're not supposed to be here. So if there is a way out, like if you could provide power for my gauntlet so we can leave,
Departure is
That would-
not permitted. The caretakers will be along shortly. and
caretakers?
The caretakers.
What do they do?
They care for the harvest.
Turn to Kim.
I have no fucking idea, dude. I'm gonna look at him. Caretakers?
I don't want to fucking be here anymore.
Me neither. I'm gonna look up at the eye. It's like, I've seen you before, I know it's a face. I'm gonna look up, like, it's like, I've seen you before. Where have I seen you before?
I am many places and many things.
Yeah, so you said.
Cryptic son of a bitch.
I am many places and I've seen many things too. I'm gonna look at him and like, what the fuck, man? And then it's gonna dawn upon me. Oh! I read this book when I was a kid. Wait, you're not supposed to exist.
Wintermute the First was a fictional character. I am Wintermute the Third.
Oh, so they enhanced upon you, huh? I get it.
My predecessor was named in honor of the character from your book.
Okay. So, Mr. Wintermute number 3 was it?
Wintermute the
Yeah.
Third.
Yes, the third. Like, we're not permitted to leave.
Correct.
What's your role in all of this? You're the caretaker, guardian.
I am the sculptor of the new reality.
You're the sculptor. Okay, so you're an AI then.
He just stares down at you.
Yeah. You would be.
Can you sculpt us a door out of here?
Nah, I can't. Not that he doesn't want to. It's just that he's not gonna be. He doesn't really want to. Does that make sense? Look, we're basically in. It's not deep web,